Hello everyone, and welcome to some Kerbal space program. As you can see, I'm trying to launch the first satellite for possibly a series I can do. I'm just adding some batteries to the second rocket so I can deorbit it, which I end up failing at. And yeah, I just put some RCS on there so I can control the station when I need to. And there's the rocket. Got some solid states on the second stage, pretty much. And yeah. Or should I just turn that around so when I go in to do the gravity turn, it's easier for it to not crash into itself, which it still does anyway. So you'll see that. Just setting up the action groups for the solar panels. And yeah, I pretty much just took the original space core and just added a couple things to it. Some batteries, took the ASA off there because I had MechJet 2.07, and yeah, only using that because if I don't, you watch me fail over and over again. So this is also sped up a bit, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. But as you can see, it's still quite wobbly, and yeah, setting up the ascent guidance right here, which seems to have failed. You'll see there in a bit. I set it for 80 kilometers and ends up going to 146. So yeah. And yeah, there it is. When I turned it around, the stress didn't seem to want to change. So yeah, just going up here, and it's quite wobbly even though it's got all the struts on there. Just wait for it to stage. I thought this would be a cool angle to watch it stage at, have them fall off, but then gravity turn kicks in, and so I turn off the auto stage off. Hopefully that will work, but nope, it still destroys the engine, so I kick that off and turn on the solid state rockets, which gets me up over where I wanted to be, which was the 80. It ends up kicking me to 146 because it did not want to turn off for some reason, and the warp turned itself on too, which I did not want it to do, but I kept turning it on, so I turned it off. It happened multiple times, and yeah. So I just had to wait for them to burn out, and random explosion. Nothing else gets broken for some reason. That was quite odd, but yeah. Just gotta wait to do my orbital burn, whatever it's called. Setting up the 145 there, so it actually does get it right. And yeah. I still have enough fuel to do the orbit, but it still fails because I don't have any extra way of controlling it for some reason. I thought it was supposed to have its own built-in ASS or something like that with the rockets it'll control it, but I guess not. Setting up so it's always facing north. That way whenever I go up there and bring up an extra fuel tank, which I'm going to be doing in probably next episode, and that way I can do a moon mission to the moon, which would be good. So yep, just setting up my space station for the first episode. If you guys want me to do more, just leave a like or comment what you want me to do. So yeah, just pushing, using the RCS to move the station away from the rocket. So I decided to move it to a little bit more to the side, that way it doesn't run into it. And then I'm going to turn the solar panels around about 90 degrees. That way, just in case it doesn't hit the solar panels. Turn off the RCS, turn that around, and yeah. So for some reason, it did not want to give me too much control. So it just started pointing itself down, which I did not want to do. I wanted to point it retrograde so it would slow it down, but it didn't work. So when I seen that, I was like, maybe I'll just slide it into aero brake. That way it slows it down once it hits the atmosphere, so it just crashes into the ground. But that still doesn't work. I failed at crashing the machine, the rocket, which is something I'm quite good at. So it's quite odd that I failed at crashing something. And yeah, just trying to get it into a bit more of a aero brake here. Look close. I think it was like 56. I can't see it from what I'm looking at right now, but this is also sped up quite a bit too. It actually took a lot longer to do all this. And make you guys dizzy there. Yeah, 56 I think it was right there. And it got too much of it. It ended up being a little bit too straight of an angle, so I had to wait for it to go. If I tried bringing it back in retrograde now, it wouldn't work. It would just run out of fuel and cause me to stay in orbit too. So, which I still am for some reason. But yeah, I'm going to have to set up another craft up there because I don't want too much debris while I'm playing. So I'm going to set up another fuel tank and probably refuel it and then launch it back down. And yeah, as you can see, I think that's it. 76, 74. I think I turn on the physics 4 here soon, just to see how close it gets. 69. There we go. 3 times. 4 times speed now. So it's going to go completely out of control, but there we go. 47. Going down. 56. Sorry. Do a little in the last burn. Try to slow it down. Hoping it goes into the atmosphere. And one more burn, I think, right here, and I run out of fuel. So I end up putting this in a couple orbits. I didn't leave it in here, but it's still in orbit. So I'm gonna have to set up another launch somehow and try not to crash it when it's spinning like that. That might be a problem. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time.